Welcome back to my channel. I am Luxuriously Layla, and for today's video, I'm going to be talking about overcoming your fear of failure. So, failure is inevitable, and in some shape or fashion, you're going to fail at something because that is just trial and error. And a part of improving, doing your best, being your best, is experiencing trial and error. So, with failure is something that I had to learn is not being a perfectionist. I had talked a bit about this in a previous video about being a perfectionist, but I'm going to talk more on the topic. And being a perfectionist is basically wanting something to be perfect and not being satisfied with a particular result until it is up to its 100% standard of your expectation. And this expectation could be very unrealistic, but in your mind, it's something that you believe that you can do, you can achieve. And of course, it's very possible for you to achieve it, but it's just a matter of executing it and making sure you're having a healthy expectation of it. And so the thing about expectations is that it can be healthy expectation or it can be like an unhealthy expectation. A healthy expectation would be thinking, oh, I can do this particular thing even though it's going to take me a long time and it's possible. I don't want to give an example. I guess you can have an example of what it could be. And the other unhealthy expectation could be, oh, this has to go this way. It has to be done in this time frame, and all these minor details that you want to be precise. Now that's unhealthy expectation, because some things, well, not some things, but we plan for something to go a certain way, but that's just us planning it. It doesn't go exactly how we want it to go, because we may plan for something to start at a certain day or a certain time, but it may not start at on that certain day or at that certain time, because we have our plans, but God has his plans for how certain things are going to go. And yeah, being a perfectionist can also take away your drive to do things, because you may start dreading doing whatever the task is to be done, because you're thinking about how perfect it needs to be, how exact it needs to be, down to each step 1, 2, 3, and so on. And just thinking about how long it's going to take you may make you dread even starting it in the first place. But it's important to have a healthy expectation that yes, you can achieve it, but also just to go on with the whole process, and that even if it doesn't start or finish at the time frame that you wanted to, it's just a matter of you doing your best. And yeah, so overcoming your fear of failure is also thinking about how it is a process, and with things that are a process and trial and error is knowing that you may not get it the first time, you may not get it the second time or the third time, but the point is to keep going, to keep testing different things, experimenting. Oh, maybe this way will work better, or I didn't try it this way, but maybe let me think about doing something else, or I can find someone else to help me, and then I can do it a better way. And basically just teaching yourself to ask for help, or teaching yourself to look for other ways to do what you're trying to do in a more efficient manner. And realizing that, well, with overcoming your fear of failure, that some things are out of your control. And you may want something to go exactly to plan, but maybe it's not supposed to go exactly to plan. Maybe it's supposed to go according to a time that's really best for you. Because we may think that something has to be done at this exact moment, but maybe that exact moment is not right for you, and it's right for another time. Because we don't know everything, and we can't possibly know everything, but it's important to think about the things that we do know and the things that we do have control over, which are our actions, our intentions, and yeah. So, overcoming your fear of failure is also accepting that failing is inevitable, and that everyone fails. Everyone has challenges. Everyone has flaws and things that they're not good at, that in order to even be successful, that they have to practice. They have to learn new things or increase the knowledge that they already have of a particular topic in order to even compete with other people where it may come easier to them. So my solution, well, one of my solutions to overcoming failure is to think about why you want to even overcome whatever that task is, and what are the things that is pushing you back into achieving whatever the goal is, and making a list of what you want to do, why you want to achieve it. I'm literally trying to put my words together to explain what I'm trying to say. But anyway, have a list of your reasons of why you want the specific thing that you want, and why it's even important in the first place. That way you can have an idea of how bad you want the particular thing and whether it is actually a priority to you. Because if something isn't a priority, then you're not really going to put forth that effort to make sure you actually achieve whatever the goal is. You may give up, you may lose motivation, you may even forget why you even started in the first place. But you have to keep in mind of why you started, why it is important to you, and if it's something you want, if it's something you really want to complete. Another thing about overcoming your fear of failure is knowing that it's okay to fail. Knowing that, well, it's not okay to fail. Don't do it purposefully. Well, I guess you could if you wanted to. But basically just try your best and put forth the effort. That way you don't have any regret, or you have little to no regret, because you know that you did what you wanted to do, you did what you could do, and at the end of the day, I really don't like that phrase because it's so overused, but at the end of the day, that was literally the best that you could do, and you can't really do more than the best that you could do. And yeah, subscribe to my channel and comment down below ways that you overcome your fear of failure, and like this video, and thank you for watching.